Hollywood, the shining city of stars, has always captivated audiences with its glamour, talent, and unforgettable tales. But behind the bright lights lies a world of darker truths, filled with cunning masterminds, scandalous actions, and personalities that oscillate between genius and controversy. Before we continue the video, we would like to ask you to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for your understanding. Here, we unveil the stories of 10 of the most infamous actors in Hollywood history. Legends whose off-screen lives were as dramatic and complex as the characters they portrayed. Mickey Rooney's charm on screen as the lovable, energetic Andy Hardy was unparalleled. Yet, off-screen, he was far from the wholesome characters he brought to life. Known for his fiery temper, Rooney's behavior toward colleagues was described as abrasive and curt. Directors and co-stars alike found him difficult to work with, as he often dismissed the talents of those around him. During the filming of National Velvet in 1944, Rooney's behavior toward a young Elizabeth Taylor sparked outrage. Reports later surfaced that he made disparaging remarks about her acting abilities and referred to her as entitled, a stark contrast to the respect she garnered in Hollywood. His private life was equally turbulent. Married 8 times, often embroiled in financial scandals, and struggling with substance abuse. Rooney's later years would see his legacy tarnished further as former colleagues spoke out about his mistreatment, exposing the less savory side of this golden age icon. Kirk Douglas was a man of contradictions. As a charismatic leading man, he exuded strength and confidence on screen, but off-screen, his reputation was clouded by whispers of cruelty and misconduct. The most chilling allegations came after his death when rumors resurfaced about an incident involving Natalie Wood. It was alleged that a young Wood was invited to Douglas's hotel room and later emerged visibly shaken, though the full truth remained shrouded in mystery. Douglas himself admitted to being unpopular among his peers, blaming it on his difficult upbringing. He was known for clashing with directors, famously firing the first director of Spartacus and constantly challenging Stanley Kubrick on the set of Paths of Glory. Yet, despite his flaws, Douglas's talent was undeniable, and his contributions to the industry remained significant, even as his personal controversies cast a long shadow over his legacy. Faye Dunaway's performances in films like Bonnie and Clyde and Chinatown cemented her status as a Hollywood legend, but her off-screen behavior earned her a reputation as one of the most difficult stars to work with. Stories from colleagues reveal her explosive temper and erratic behavior. On the set of 40 Carats, Dunaway reportedly slapped a co-worker during a disagreement, and her clashes with director Roman Polanski during Chinatown became the stuff of Hollywood legend. Dunaway's alleged antics, such as throwing a cup of liquid, claimed to be urine, at Polanski during a heated argument, were widely reported in books like Easy Riders, Raging Bulls. While she denied these allegations, her reputation for creating a hostile environment persisted, with even industry veterans like Bette Davis calling her difficult beyond belief. Despite her undeniable talent, Dunaway's legacy is forever tied to the chaos she often left in her wake. Orson Welles, the visionary behind Citizen Kane, was a man of immense talent and equally immense ego. Known for his sharp wit and cutting remarks, Welles rarely minced words when speaking about his contemporaries. Private tapes reveal his disdain for fellow actors like Laurence Olivier and Bette Davis, whom he dismissed with biting criticism. Welles's battles with studio executives were legendary. His uncompromising artistic vision often clashed with the industry's financial realities, leading to a career filled with unfinished projects and personal frustrations. Yet, despite his fiery temperament and scathing critiques, Welles's contributions to cinema remain unparalleled, a testament to the thin line between brilliance and controversy. Errol Flynn, the dashing star of The Adventures of Robin Hood, lived a life as adventurous and scandalous as his on-screen persona. Known for his hedonistic lifestyle, Flynn's off-screen exploits often landed him in trouble. In 1942, he faced allegations of assault from 2 young women, a trial that captivated the nation. Although acquitted, the scandal tarnished his reputation. Flynn's arrogance and penchant for living on the edge were matched by his undeniable charisma. He was both a Hollywood icon and a cautionary tale, a reminder of how fame and fortune can lead to a life of excess and turmoil. Peter Sellers, beloved for his portrayal of Inspector Clouseau in The Pink Panther, was a comedic genius whose personal demons often overshadowed his talent. Sellers's unpredictable mood swings and insecurities made him a difficult collaborator. His co-star and director Blake Edwards frequently found themselves at odds with Sellers, who believed his erratic behavior was essential to his comedic brilliance. Off-screen, Sellers's eccentricities were even more pronounced. He famously carried a shrine to his deceased mother wherever he went and often spoke of her as though she were still alive. Despite the challenges he posed, Sellers's performances remain iconic, a testament to his unique, albeit troubled, genius. Milton Berle, affectionately known as Mr. Television, was a pioneer of early broadcast entertainment. However, his off-screen arrogance and need for control alienated many of his colleagues. His infamous appearance on Saturday Night Live highlighted his penchant for self-indulgence, as he ignored direction and insisted on dominating every scene. Berle's personal life was equally chaotic, marked by multiple marriages and high-profile affairs. While his contributions to television history cannot be denied, his behind-the-scenes behavior often overshadowed his achievements, leaving a complicated legacy. Wallace Beery's reputation as a beloved everyman was carefully curated by studio publicity, but behind the scenes, he was known for his abusive behavior. Accusations of physical aggression toward younger actors, including Mickey Rooney, paint a troubling picture of Beery's true nature. Even co-stars like Gloria Swanson spoke of his manipulative and controlling tendencies. Despite his on-screen charm, Beery's off-screen actions revealed a much darker side, challenging the notion that Hollywood's golden age was truly golden. Bing Crosby's smooth voice and wholesome image masked a complicated family life. His son Gary's memoir revealed a father who was emotionally distant and often harsh. Crosby's strict discipline and fear of his children falling into Hollywood excess created a strained family dynamic. Though his music and films brought joy to millions, Crosby's personal struggles and the tragic fates of his children serve as a sobering reminder of the cost of fame. Henry Fonda, often seen as the embodiment of American decency on screen, led a personal life fraught with infidelity and emotional distance. His children, Jane and Peter Fonda, frequently spoke of a father who was cold and unavailable. Fonda's affairs and turbulent relationships painted a stark contrast to the virtuous characters he played. Despite his personal flaws, Fonda's performances in classics like The Grapes of Wrath and 12 Angry Men solidified his place in cinematic history, proving that even the most complicated individuals can leave behind a legacy of greatness. Certainly. Let's dive further into these tales of Hollywood's controversial figures, expanding on their stories, and delving even deeper into the scandals, complexities, and legacies of some of the most infamous actors in history. Joan Crawford was a quintessential Hollywood star, a picture of elegance, poise, and determination. Rising from humble beginnings to become a screen legend, Crawford was known for her powerful performances in classics like Mildred Pierce and Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. But her private life told a much darker story. Crawford's relationships with her children, especially her adopted daughter Christina, became infamous after the publication of Christina's memoir Mommy Dearest. The book alleged years of abuse, from physical punishment to emotional neglect. While some dismissed the claims as exaggerations, others saw it as a chilling glimpse into the pressures and pain that came with Crawford's unrelenting pursuit of perfection. On set, Crawford was notorious for her demanding nature. Colleagues often described her as a perfectionist to a fault, clashing with co-stars and directors over even minor details. Her feud with Bette Davis during the filming of Whatever Happened to Baby Jane became the stuff of legend, with tales of on-set sabotage and public insults that captivated fans and critics alike. Despite the controversies, Crawford's impact on Hollywood remains undeniable. She was a trailblazer for women in the industry, a symbol of resilience and reinvention, even as her personal struggles painted a more complex picture of the woman behind the star. Marlon Brando is often hailed as one of the greatest actors of all time, a revolutionary force in Hollywood who brought depth and authenticity to his roles. From A Streetcar Named Desire to The Godfather, Brando's performances were magnetic, redefining what it meant to be a leading man. Yet, his personal life was rife with turmoil. Brando's off-screen behavior often bordered on erratic. He was known for his disdain for Hollywood's conventions, frequently clashing with directors and producers. His antics on the set of Apocalypse Now are legendary, with reports of his unpreparedness and refusal to follow the script causing chaos. Director Francis Ford Coppola described working with Brando as a battle of wills, yet the result was a performance that became iconic. Beyond the set, Brando's personal life was equally turbulent. He fathered numerous children, some of whom he acknowledged publicly, others he did not. His son Christian's involvement in a high-profile murder trial and his daughter Cheyenne's tragic suicide brought intense public scrutiny to the Brando family. Despite his brilliance, Brando's life was a testament to the price of genius, where creativity and chaos often collided. Judy Garland, the beloved star of The Wizard of Oz, was a symbol of talent and vulnerability. Her voice and charisma lit up the screen, but her personal life was a stark contrast to her public image. From a young age, Garland was subjected to the pressures of Hollywood's studio system, which controlled every aspect of her life, from her diet to her relationships. MGM executives reportedly put her on a regimen of pills to control her weight and keep her working long hours, leading to a lifelong struggle with addiction. Her marriages were tumultuous, and her financial troubles only added to her woes. Despite her struggles, Garland's performances remained extraordinary, and her ability to connect with audiences transcended her personal pain. Her untimely death at the age of 47 shocked the world and became a sobering reminder of the toll Hollywood's relentless demands could take on its brightest stars. Charlie Chaplin was one of the most influential figures in cinema history, a pioneer whose work in films like The Kid and Modern Times remains timeless. But behind the charm of the little tramp character lay a man whose personal life was riddled with scandal. Chaplin's relationships with much younger women raised eyebrows even in his time. He married 4 times, with 2 of his wives being teenagers at the time of their unions. His affair with actress Joan Barry led to a highly publicized paternity suit, though DNA evidence later proved he was not the father of her child. Chaplin's political views also made him a target during the Red Scare, with accusations of communist sympathies leading to his exile from the United States in 1952. Despite the controversies, Chaplin's artistic legacy remains untarnished, a testament to his unparalleled contributions to the art of filmmaking. Elizabeth Taylor was Hollywood royalty, a star whose beauty, talent, and tumultuous personal life made her a constant subject of fascination. Known for her roles in films like Cleopatra and Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, Taylor's career was as glittering as her famous collection of diamonds. Yet, her 8 marriages to 7 different men, including her scandalous affair with Eddie Fisher, who was married to Debbie Reynolds at the time, often overshadowed her professional achievements. Taylor's relationship with Richard Burton, whom she married twice, was particularly fiery, marked by passion, public spats, and extravagant gifts. Despite the scandals, Taylor used her fame for good in her later years, becoming a vocal advocate for HIV/AIDS research and raising millions for the cause. Her life was a roller coaster of triumphs and tribulations, a perfect reflection of the drama she brought to the screen. Montgomery Clift was a leading man of rare sensitivity and depth, whose performances in films like A Place in the Sun and From Here to Eternity were groundbreaking. However, Clift's personal demons and struggles with his sexuality and substance abuse cast a shadow over his career. A devastating car accident in 1956 left Clift physically and emotionally scarred, and his reliance on drugs and alcohol increased in the years that followed. His once promising career began to falter, and his tragic death at the age of 45 marked the end of one of Hollywood's most enigmatic figures. Roman Polanski is a celebrated filmmaker whose works like Chinatown and Rosemary's Baby are considered masterpieces. Yet, his legacy is marred by one of Hollywood's most notorious scandals. In 1977, Polanski fled the United States after pleading guilty to unlawful sexual intercourse with a minor, a crime that has haunted him ever since. Despite living in exile, Polanski continued to make films, earning critical acclaim and even winning an Academy Award for The Pianist in 2003. His case remains one of the most polarizing in Hollywood history, with debates about separating the artist from the art continuing to this day. Marilyn Monroe's life was a paradox. She was adored by millions yet deeply misunderstood. Behind her glamorous image and iconic roles in films like Some Like It Hot was a woman battling loneliness, insecurity, and addiction. Monroe's relationships with powerful men, including Joe DiMaggio, Arthur Miller, and reportedly President John F. Kennedy, fueled endless speculation and gossip. Her untimely death at the age of 36 remains shrouded in mystery, with theories ranging from accidental overdose to foul play. Monroe's story is one of both immense talent and profound tragedy, a reminder of the human cost of being a cultural icon. Thank you for watching this video to the end. We would like to ask you to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, to stay up to date with all the latest events, click on the bell so you will not miss the next news releases.